Hi everyone. Today's video is part 2 of What If Piccolo Got Zenkais, but before I start, I'd like to first start by saying thank you for your support because it really means a lot. I've wanted to do videos like these for a while, so I really appreciate all the encouragement. I just wanted to make sure I let you guys know that because ever since I started watching them, this has been on my mind. The other thing I want to address is the sizable watermark that's present in my last video. I didn't realize that was actually going to be in the video until after I was already done editing it, and then saved it as a video file, and then rewatched it myself and realized. I was really bitter about having to redo everything, and I really didn't feel like doing that because it took me a while to figure out how to use the program I was using all over again, so I really apologize for that, and I thank you guys for watching it anyways. You guys the best. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the video. In my last part of this What If, we left off with the Z Fighters being unaware that Vegeta and Nappa are on their way. Vegeta and Nappa overheard their conversation regarding the Dragon Balls and went to Earth to get them for themselves. Piccolo still begins training Gohan, and since they know each other, Piccolo is kinder in his training and Gohan receives it better and isn't actually left on his own this time. Due to training together, Piccolo and Gohan both benefit from their Zenkais, making them stronger than they were in canon. Goku is also stronger, equal with Vegeta in terms of power. Since he was faster and knew how to fly before Snake Way, he gets to King Kai's early but still manages to leave late. Piccolo, while wearing his weights, is at a power level of about 5,000, while his full power when the weights are removed is at 6,500. Gohan has a power level of 1800, and Krillin has a power level of 1300, but his full power is actually 2100. With Piccolo having better sensory ability, I feel like he would be able to pick up Vegeta and Nappa coming to Earth, much like Kami probably would. Since Piccolo doesn't know who they are, he suppresses his ki and they find Vegeta and Nappa there not far from the city they destroyed. Piccolo demands answers and they tell him they're there for the Dragon Balls that they overheard them talking about. Piccolo is in awe of Vegeta's ki reading, but not so much Nappa. They tell Piccolo that he's pretty impressive for a Namekian, but still no big deal compared to them. Piccolo is only reading at 3,000, so Nappa is confident being at 4,500. Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin all insist that Goku would defeat them once he gets there, and Vegeta seems interested. They make do with letting the Cybermen fight instead, and if they live, Vegeta will wait. Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu arrive just like in canon, and everything goes normal right up until Yamcha would be killed by the Cybermen. Instead of getting blown up, Piccolo is actually able to blast him away with a ki blast and tell Yamcha to pay attention and not get cocky. Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo are able to wipe out the rest of the Cybermen without much trouble. Goku actually arrives right after they destroy the rest of the Cybermen and confronts the two Saiyans. Vegeta is immediately put on edge by Goku's power level being equal to his and tells Nappa to handle the rest of them and he'll take care of Kakarot. Nappa has been dying to fight and will engage Piccolo this time rather than Goku. Piccolo asks Nappa to tell him more about the Namekians and Nappa mocks him, saying he and Kakarot should be ashamed for not knowing where they came from. Nappa continues, stating that if they kill Piccolo and the Dragon Balls don't work anyways, they'll just go to Namek and use the ones that are there, so it's really no matter either way. Since Nappa is giving Piccolo very little to work on, he's just gonna end him. He charges his power up to 6,500 and begins to approach him slowly. Nappa is terrified, but before he can act, Piccolo uses one of the techniques that he had been working on honing, his special beam cannon. Piccolo's training allows him to shoot the special beam cannon with little to no charge time, since this has been one of his big focuses. Just that quickly the fight is over, and Piccolo and everybody else turn their attention to the fight that's happening just next to them. Goku and Vegeta exchange blows at their full power. Vegeta never imagined he'd be facing someone that was just as strong as him, the Prince of all Saiyans. Vegeta won't allow himself to be bested by this low-class warrior. As it is, as the Prince of Saiyans, he didn't even think that somebody was alive who was going to be able to match him in general, let alone another Saiyan. Except for Frieza, that is. Vegeta kicks Goku away and Goku says that he's going to have to try harder than that. Getting angry, Vegeta screams to him, "Do you really think you can beat me?" Goku calmly responds, "Yes, Kaioken!" Vegeta watches as Goku's body is cloaked in a red aura as his power level rises all the way to 3600, dwarfing Vegeta. It quickly becomes apparent to Vegeta that he's met his match, as it seems that he's being hit from all sides by a Goku whose movements he can't track. Vegeta is suddenly hit to the ground by a kick from behind. Had enough? Vegeta is infuriated. Being too weak and slow for the Uzaru form, it'd just be a waste of energy, so he opts to destroy everything along with him, a warrior's death. Vegeta jumps in the air and says this decides everything, and begins to gather all his remaining energy into a final blast, Gallic Gun. Goku smiles and accepts the challenge, charging a Kamehameha. The two beams collide, sending rocks and trees flying from around them. The two struggle, and Vegeta even begins to win before Goku, who goes into Kaioken once more, says that it's been a really fun fight, but it's all over now. And with that, Goku pushes more ki into his Kamehameha, overtaking Vegeta's blast and Vegeta himself. Vegeta falls to the ground exhausted, and Goku drops out of Kaioken. That was the best fight I've had in years. Too bad you're evil and all. Piccolo and Krillin step forward to kill Vegeta, but Goku stops them. Goku thinks that they should let him go. They've already won, and maybe he'll change, but only time will tell. Since Goku's fight was really smooth, they reluctantly listen, but instead of Vegeta leaving, Vegeta's actually knocked out. Since they can revive the civilians with the Dragon Balls, Goku isn't as mad, especially since his friends are still alive. Vegeta's taken to a hospital where he begins to come to. Vegeta looks around and sees everyone that was at the fight looking at him from around the bed. Hey, you're awake! What is the meaning of this? Why didn't you kill me? Goku smiles and looks at him. Hey, don't be like that. I didn't think it was right. You'd already lost. And if anything, I want to fight you again when you're better. But that can wait for now. My friend Bulma here has actually been helping take care of you until you get better. Once you get better, we actually have to go to Namek to try and revive those humans that you killed. So, yeah. As a thanks, if you want, you can go ahead and help us bring him back. Vegeta looks around and thinks of how he would love nothing more than to blow everybody here into oblivion, but he considers his options. Not only would he be allowed to make a full recovery, but they're also going to take him to the Dragon Balls, plus a rematch against the Saiyan Kakarot. If I help you, promise me something, Saiyan. Krillin speaks up. You're in no position to make deals after what you did, but Goku tells Krillin it's okay. If I help you revive those people, please help me defeat Frieza. That's all I want, but I'll just be in need of something. Goku is waiting. Teach me that technique you were using. We'll need everything we have to defeat Frieza. Goku sits and thinks about how letting him learn this technique could backfire and cause a lot of problems, but then he just thinks that it would make the fight that they have later more exciting, and agrees. And with that, an early alliance between Vegeta and the Z Fighters is made, but if you want to see what happens next, you'll have to catch my next video. I thank you all for your time, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time.